So good day, students of Qgmmnhs Shs-Tvl Memorial National High School, Senior High School, Grade 12, and I'll be your teacher for the Media and Information Literacy for the whole semester of the school year 2020-2021. So I have here on the screen is your module for the first week of the first quarter. This is Media and Information Literacy. This is the cover page on the first page of your module. Next, let us proceed to the second page. And let's proceed now to the introductory. This is quarter 1, module 1 of Media and Information Literacy. Next is the table of contents, or these are the table of contents of the whole module. After that is the introductory, what this module is about. So Media and Information Literacy refers to the essential competences, knowledge, the skills and attitudes that allows learners to engage with media and other information providers. Effectively, it helps learners develop their critical thinking and lifelong learning skills for socializing and becoming active citizens in the country. This module will introduce you to the basic concept of media and information literacy lessons, and activities in this module are designed to make you understand the nature of MIL, or the Media and Information Literacy, and the reasons why you need to be media literate, information literate, and technology literate. So this module will tackle for 4 lessons. For the lesson 1, the introduction to media and information literacy, which is all about. Lesson 2, the media, the society, culture, and you. For lesson 3 is the brief history of media. And lesson 4 is the communication models and theories. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all be familiarize with the different icons that you're going to use in the whole module. So how to learn from this module? The icons to be recognized or familiarized. Number 1 is the touch button, what I need to know. This part contains learning objectives that are set for you to learn as you go along the module. Next, ang kamot nga may pen, what I know. This is an assessment as your level of knowledge to be subject matter, or of the subject matter at hand, meant specifically to gauge proper related knowledge for what's in the puzzle. This part connects previous lesson with that of the current one. Next is what's new, ang kamot nga may tanom, an introduction of the new lesson through various activities before it will be presented to you. Next, what is it? Ang kamot nga may magnifying glass. These are discussions of the activities as a way to deepen your discovery and understanding of the concept. Next is the building blocks. What's more? These are follow-up activities that are intended for you to practice further in order to master the competences. Next, kamot nga may light nga bulb. What I have learned. Activities designed to process what you have learned from the lesson. And lastly, ang kamot nga may birador, what I can do. These are tasks that are designed to showcase your skills and knowledge gained and applied into real-life concerns and situations. So remember, these icons ay amo silang present sa aton nga module. Okay. Without further ado, let us proceed now to your pre-test. So what I know. Without looking your module, please answer this one. This is multiple choice, but then do not encircle the module. Please provide a separate sheet of paper. Yes, separate. Oo, bulagay. Lain nga papel. Palihog kuha sa lain nga papel. And then answer question number 1. Only the answer, and please copy na lang dayon kung ano ng statement nga nabutang sa corresponding letter nga imo nga gusto. Number 2, number 3, and for number 10. Do not open sa imo module kung ano na siya. Hindi mang cheat. Answeri lang sa imo nga makaya. Hindi maglantaw anay sa module because this is a test kung ano ang inyo nga dapat nga nabalaan na kag ano pang inyong progress after this. Are we good? Very good. Let us proceed now to page 9. This is page 10. Introduction of Media and Information Literacy. What I need to know. Media and Information Literacy equips learners with 21st century skills needed by them to compete with the unending developments in technology. In this lesson, you will be introduced to the basic concept of media and information literacy, the history and its importance to our existence. Kung ano na ka-importante ang media and information literacy, kung dapat tiginin natin nga itunan. So what's new? Look closely at the pictures below. Examine carefully how the people communicate and interconnect with each other. Based on your personal experience, how do you connect with your family and friends and vice versa? Hindi na si vice ganda, vice versa. Family and friends, friends to family. There are similarities you use in the picture with how you communicate with each other. So lang tawon natin kung ano ang ginagamit for communication. There are different application, different multimedia ang gina-use so that maka-communicate as well as technology para mag-communicate sa isa kay isa. Buti pa sila, may communication kayo. Okay, let's proceed now to page 11. Activity number 1. Please get a separate piece of paper and put it there. Activity 1. Enumerate the media you used in connecting with other people. Number 1, o kung we are there on the left side, may duwa na what you call this? Ka options o kung pwede mo butangan. Media, what are the different medias nga pwede nimo ang nakita nimo kag pwede ma-utilize or pwede ma-use. And on the right side, media you use. Anong imo nagamit? Ano nang imo nagamit nga mga medias o kon mga mode of communication para ma-communicate ka sa isa kag isa. May connection sila, may communication sila. Next! Sa na-answer nimo ina, let us proceed now. What is it? With the advent of communication technologies in the 21st century, learners could easily access to information needed by them at their fingertips. Yes, pag pindot mo, pwede ka ka-connect. And boom! Pwede maguba ang kabuhi isang iban o kung maguba ang relasyon sa iban in just your fingertips. Next, the existence of technology paves the way to communicate with multiple people from different parts of the world using different platforms. Yes, that's why nga may iban, nakapamana afam, ag may naintuan. Okay, joking. As Thomas Friedman wrote in this book, the world is flat. Hindi siya flat, pareho sang imo nga, kabalo ka na ta, kung ano na siya, kabuhi. The internet itself has flattened the world. Lalabot sa imo nga kabuhi liwat. Where people from all walks of life, location, culture, and age can access and exchange the same information at the same time. Yeah, amo na siya ka-importante kag amo na siya ang what you call this, the advancement sa tawag nga multimedia and technology. Before we go further, let us familiarize ourselves with basic terms and concepts associated in communication. Definition of terms, please provide the source or you can use that one, you can encode this one if it is needed to our the separate page or a set of paper sa inyong module, which is the intervention. Number 1 is communication. It pertain to a purposeful exchange of information and messages between people or groups of people by speaking, writing, gestures, and signs. So communication, purposeful exchange of information. Even sa aton nga statement, dapat with purpose ang pag-communicate sa isa kag isa. Hindi kay mangguba ikaw. By speaking, paghambal, writing, gestures, and signs. Next, we have the messages. Refer to any form of communication, information, feelings, and ideas passed or transmitted using channel. according to Taro 2007. Describe them messages as a collection of symbols that appear purposefully organized, meaningful to those sending or receiving them. Because are the methods or tools in which information can be exchanged and communication can be facilitated. Example of the medias are ginagamit niyo Facebook, Twitter, and many others. Interpersonal communication refers to the communication between two persons, whether they are verbal or non-verbal, between two persons, that including your animal or your pet. Next, mediated interpersonal communication refers to the process where technology stands in between the parties communicating and becomes the channel by which the message is sent or received. Mediated, may nagapatunga nga something para makakommunicate kamo. Mass communication refers to communication systems used to create, produce, and disseminate media text to mass audiences. Traditional forms of mass communication consist of newspapers, radio, television, and film. It is also understood that in mass communication, there is no immediate feedback between the source and the receiver. Next, let us proceed to organizational communication. Refers to communication used in the business environments. Organizational communication, business environments. Media and information literacy refers to the essential competences, the knowledge, the skills, the attitudes that allow citizens to engage with media and information, other information providers effectively, and develop critical thinking and the lifelong learning skills for socializing and becoming active citizens. So are we good? Next, let's proceed now. So what's more? These are two types of communication that are usually engaged into. Number one is interpersonal communication, and number two is mass communication. Both are mediated by technology to allow easy form of feedbacking. This activity tool, let us put na lang kung ano ang interpersonal communication based sa ginhatag naton kaina nga meaning, and please put it down also the mass communication nga pwede naton ginagamit. Number 3 or next is what I have learned. Practice your skills and knowledge further by answering the attached learning activity sheets in Introduction to Media and Information Literacy. Later, ibutang natin okay na siya. What can I do? To foster better communication in order to develop strong relationship with other people, create a talk show. Making your household members are the guests. Follow the outline below in developing your talk. Name of the show. You have to put the name of the show. Pwede Bornok, Kapihan, something like that. Theme of the show. Anong inyong mga theme? Something informative, or ikaw da bahala. Runtime, kung when ina siya pwede malantaw. Topic for discussion, anong pwede ninyo diskussan? Name of guests, sinong pwede ninyo invite? Guide questions for the guests. So you have to set questions in which ma-point out nimo kung ano ang imo nga gusto sa imo nga topic for the discussion nga dapat mapusa inang topic for the discussion. Please put it down sa imo nga papel ang ina siya nga activity. Let's proceed now. Are we good for the lesson 1? I believe it is good. Let's proceed now to lesson 2, the media, society, culture, and you. Media, society, culture, and of course, you. Nagalantaw, hindi siya, ikaw. What I need to know. In this lesson, you will be exposed to the various influences of media in our culture and society. In addition, you will explore examples on how media is used to persuade and change the level of perceptions of people and things around them. Okay. What's new? Advertisements done through technology has afforded us the opportunities to update ourselves within the new developments in this world. So, anong pulos ang ginatawag nga commercial? Diba? O, this time, the activity 3, look closely at posters of cigarette brands below. Examine them carefully whether they are effective or not in urging the consumers to buy them. Walang tawon naton. Ladies first. Kim. Kim nga sigarilyo. Light and slim. O, di ba? May light na, may slim pa sa. Ikaw ya. Oo. Continue lang ang diet. Next, we have the Marlboro. Oo. Sexy sa model. Okay, the poster A, which is Kim, and poster B, which is Marlboro. So what you're going to do is look closely to the posters of cigarette brands below and examine them carefully whether they are effective or not in urging the consumers to buy them. Naunta ko encourage ikaw sa pagbakal sang ila sigarilyo through that pictures lang. Yeah, please put it there sa separate page of paper, a set of paper, or kung may sobra pa, may available spaces pa dira sa imong papel ang ginobra, you can have that one. So what's more, media serves as an instrument in bringing other development of a country. It helps promote advocacies in social issues like anti-bullying, free education, positive self-image, a healthy lifestyle, breast cancer awareness, the HIV or acquired immune deficiency syndromes, and others. Activity 4 is very important. Watch the advocacy campaign of the Department of Health Philippines and Family Planning. It states there, please copy the links and proceed sinalantawan nyo dayon sa YouTube channel. Family Planning, or I will put the link na lang sa ating group chat. Family Planning TVC 2014. After watching the video, answer the questions found in the table below. What is the advocacy message? Number 2, what persuasion technique did it use, and what it effective or not, or was it effective or not, and why? You have to answer if the statement or your answer is it is not effective, so why? Or it is very effective, why? Okay, I will check that answer and please put it in a separate sheet of paper, or if there is spaces nga ngara pa sa inyo nga papel nga naubra sa una, you can have that one in order for you to answer the activity number 4. Don't forget to write your name, your section. Thank you. Next, what I have learned. Media and information literacy provides learner with ample opportunities on its usability in obtaining information in an easy manner. What can I do? Media can easily influence our way of perceiving things around us. To demonstrate such effect, choose a song that is currently popular among the youth. Listen to the lyrics of the song repeatedly, and familiarize yourself with it. Ask yourself the following questions. Number 1, before or after it is being repeatedly listened or familiarized to that song, ask this to yourself. What is the message of the song? Ano gid balayan ang message? Ang mensahe sinang kanta gid pamatian nimo. Number 2, does it enforce positive or negative behavior? Nakahatag ba sa imo negative behavior o kung naka-inspire sa imo? And number 3, considering that the song is very popular, do you think it will have an effect to the youth? Why? Since it is very popular, matyagan mo naka-epekto gid man sa mga kabataan subong. Nga nag-amuni sila subong. Yes, tisingan naton. Write the lyrics of the song below with your answer. You can copy that one in the Google and then put it there, or enjoy your penmanship so that ma-practice yung penmanship. I think hindi magitanan asa lang sa lyrics ay nang part ka na inspire ikaw, o kung sa inang part nga daw dra mo nakitaan imo kaugalingon. Okay? That is activity, or what can I do before the activity or the lesson 2. Let us proceed now to lesson 3. The brief history of media. May brief ang media. Joke. Nubong history sa media. What I need to know. In these previous two lessons, you've learned the various influence of media in the communication process among individuals. In this lesson, you will look back briefly on the history of media and how it evolves through the years and its impact to our culture and society. Activity 5, match column A with column B by connecting them with a line. So please, hindi na lang mag-ubra sini because wala tani na butas sa activity sheet. And I know nga familiar nyo ni siya, the column A to column B, the typewriter, ang ginagamit namon sang una, and the audio cassette tape, ang ginagamit ko man sang una. May duwa na siya kabilog nga bilog-bilog o kon amo na siya ginagamit sa pagtiyog sang cassette nga para makakanta. The Twitter, very familiar tweet. It symbolizes as ang piece. Television, TV. Personal computer, which is your PC, ara sa babaw nga part. Facebook, ang pinaka, I think, hindi ka taga-Earth, kung hindi ka ni kabalo, basta taga-Mars ikaw. Ano na siya? Next, telephone, the Instagram, the radio, and phonograph. Ina siya, i-research yun ako ano ng phonograph. Ay, bisa ako pa ko na nabtan sina phono ng tawag sa ako ng Iloy. Dagko na iya nga plaka. Nan, ginagamit na nila sa YYY dilayla na sa una. Okay, what is it? The printing press paves the way of easy access to information, ending the elite's manipulation of knowledge. The printed words, which can now be produced in mass and cheaply, have become instrumental in giving birth to Protestantism, revolutions, and industrial revolution, and eventually our current state. Below is a timeline of milestones in media evolution. Number 1 is the pre-industrial age. The movable clay type printing in China. The first printing press in the world by the German goldsmith Johannes Gutenberg. The first printed advertisement in book by William Caxton. Next is the industrial age in 1700s to 1930. Invention of the electric telegraph by George Louis Lesage. Invention of typewriter by W.S. Burt. Invention of telephone by Alexander Graham Bell. 1877 intervention of the phonograph by Thomas Alva Edison. 1894 invention of radio by Guglielmo Marconi. Early 1900s, starts of the golden age of television, radio, and cinema. Di na may mga ano na di, sine, may radio na, may TV. 1900s. In 1918, the first color movie shoot, The Cupid Angling. 1920, invention of TV by John Logie Burge, and first radio commercial broadcast by KDKA. Radio station of the daughter company of Westinghouse Electric and Manufacturing Company. 1923, the first news magazine was launched, the Time magazine. The 1927, the first TV transmission of fellow Transworth. Electronic age in 1930s to 1980s. Community antenna television system, early cable. Doon nga time. Kapataas taas at di kami antenna. Kung hindi ko pa ninabtan. 1950s, black and white TV came out and became mainstream. Naabdan ko pa ni. 1960, rise of FM radio sa una. 1960s, reintroduction of audio cassette. Nalabutan ko giniya. 1972, email was developed by Ray Tomlinson. 1973, first handheld mobile phone by John Michel and Martin Cooper. In 1975, introduction of VCR's video cassette recorder. In 1980, color television became mainstream with the first online newspaper, Columbus Dispatch. So 1980s, 1988 ko. So in the mid-1990s ko pa na-enjoy na siya mga television nga nakakadudor sa Philippines. Of course, there is a Candoni and we have those TVs nga black and white second hand nga gina-enjoy ko sa una. Okay, let's proceed. Evolution of new media into the 21st century. So, iniya nga time, kamo na nga enjoy. 1991 World Wide Web came into being by Sir Timothy John Berners-Lee. Amo na siya nga World Wide www dot na amo na sila. 1995 Microsoft Internet Explorer was launched. 1995 siya lang Microsoft. 1997, DVDs replaced VCR. Yes, DVD na yun. Ay sa unang VCR mo na siyang dako nga kado cassette tape nga maglantaw ikaw kaya tapuson mo kay kung hindi ipariwind mo pa na liwat na abtan ko pa na. Next, 2001 instant messaging services. Amo ni siya ato mga text messages nga tutut na something like that. 2002 satellite radio is launched. In 2004 Facebook, 2005 YouTube, 2006 Twitter, 2007 Tumblr, and 2010 Instagram. 2004 Facebook na enjoy ko na siya. 2005 I think. But then before sina may ara pa na siya nga Friendster. Way back 2000 and I think 2003, 2002, something like that. 2004 Friendster pa na ina-use na mo. 2005 that is the start of Facebook. Okay. So what's more? Activity 6, please answer this one in your paper because I will check this. List down any communication medium or platform with a brief description not included on the list of timeline of milestone in media evolution, the media platform, and your description. Answer this one, people, because i-check on ko gini siya activity 6. What I have learned. To put into use these things you have learned, answer the attached learning activity sheet in introduction to brief history of media. What can I do? Choose a special or social media platform that you are comfortable with and post the media evolution timeline you have created with a brief description. Submit the link of your to your instructor. So this one, choose a social media platform, any social media platform that you are comfortable with to post the media evolution timeline kung saan uni siya. Ato kainang discuss naton. You have created with a brief description. Submit the link to your instructor. So you can have that one in your Google and summarize that one. Do not copy and paste. Very good. Next. Lesson 4, Communication Models and Theories. This is for grade 12 first semester, week 1. What I need to know. To enhance your knowledge in the use of technology communication, this lesson will tour you to basic communication models and theories. After the lesson, you should be able to understand the 3 types of communication, model and create your own communication process model. What's new? Activity 7 ay natang pinakalas ating activity. Match the description in column A with the illustration in column B. Connect them with the line. Column A, the linear model, the transactional model, and the interactional model. So, I think there's no need for us to answer this one because ano ta na lang ni, hindi nyo ma-answeran dira. But then, I will provide this one sa next naton nga discussion. One way of communication used for mass communication, senders send message and receivers receive only, no feedback, concept of noise. Transactional model used to interpersonal communication, senders or receivers in interchange rules. Okay, ayun siyang discussion sa next page. What is it? The linear model, transactional model, interactional model. I will send this one na lang sa ato ni group chat. Please download this one. And for activity B8, use on personal experience, provide a scenario for each model for the linear communication, transactional model, and interactional model. So put it there, your personal experience with regards to linear communication. Do na pareho ba sa linear communication based on the description dara sa babaw, and will provide your personal experience. The transactional model, same with nga do ka same sang meaning sa babaw, and interactional model, it is a scenario or it is an experience, your personal experience. No worries because everything is state ninyo, I will grant a very confidential. Only me ang makabasa lang. Very good. Activity 8. I think that is the last activity. What I have learned to demonstrate your knowledge on media and information literacy, answer the activity sheet and the communication models and theories. What can I do to consider this lesson? To conclude this lesson, choose one communication model and create a scenario, video, an audio recording, a comic strip, a script, a post illustrating your chosen model. Send it to your teacher. Are yung pinakanami people. This is an activity. To conclude the lesson, choose one communication model based sa tatlo to model and create a scenario, video, or audio recording, a comic strip, a post illustrating your chosen model, and then send it sa akon. I will post my email address so that ma-send ninyo dayon sa akon. To sum up, people have to be media literate, information literate, and technology literate to live a full life in the 21st century. Media and information literacy will enable us to access, analyze, and respond to a range of media and will make us enjoy them more. The 21st century is about access to information. The challenge is to getting the right information by analyzing and filtering. Communication theories and models continues to evolve with the development of different technologies, and media can influence individuals, societies. It serves as a good tool to engage citizens into responding to social advocacies and development issue. Okay, do not answer the pre-assessment test or the post-test. Do not answer this one. For the references, I will inform you when you're going to answer the post-test. But then, do not answer the post-test. What you're going to do is to answer lang ang na-state dito sa aton nga innovative notes. Sa last part sa inyong booklet, may nga natapik nga isa kabilog nga piece of bond paper, and then may ang mga colors na stated ako anong dapat ninyo ibutang, and those intervention, that is my intervention for my research, and ina siya answeran, supplyan ninyo sang right information, correct information, because inyo na sa picturean and it will serve as your attendance for the week. Send lang ninyo sa aton nga group chat kag inyong ngalanan. Don't forget these people, ngalanan gininyo, write your name and your section sa aton nga sa inyo dira nga innovative notes. And those innovative notes, i-checkan ko na siya paabot sa aton nga messenger because i-download ko ina. And then inyo na sa nga mabilin sa inyo as your tulunan for the upcoming post-test on the next week. Very good people. So therefore again, ang innovative note nga napilit na dira, inyo na sa i-detach, inyo sa ngalanan, put your section, and then supply the correct information nga na-state dira. Ang ina siya, ibili ninyo, i-compile ninyo, because next week, amo na siya ang gamito ninyo nga tulunan for the next week naton nga test. Ay ang inang module, ikwaon nakon. To those individuals, to those students nga na-quarantine, please, ang inyo module, dala lang anay sa inyo. Hindi nyo pag-iuli anay. Sukta anay, antis, ma-swab test ka mo kang mabalik. O kung magwa inyo result nga negative, ang magbalik ka mo sa aton, sa inyo nga balay, kag amo na siya ang tion nga ipadala ninyo ang inyo nga booklet o kung inyo nga module. Are we good? So, that is the end of our discussion for our week 1 module 1, and I'll be your teacher for the rest of the semester, for the first semester of the school year 2020-2021 for the media and information literacy. Okay, everybody, stay at your house, at your home, stay safe as always, and pray to God. God bless us all, people.